Welcome back to the Grand Lodge Media Centre, and on this occasion I'd like to welcome Helen McLaughlin, who is the worthy matron of the Perth chapter of the Order of the Eastern Star. I'd also like to acknowledge Ash and Matt, who are behind the scenes, and we also have our CEO sitting in the background, keeping an eye on us, because I think she's very interested in this subject as well. So Helen, welcome to Grand Lodge, and one of the reasons I wanted to have you come on is to actually explain roughly what the Order of the Eastern Star is about, and yourself and your role, and how the Order of the Eastern Star has been going over the years. So I'll probably throw it open to you, and just if you want to explain your background first, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you. I joined the Order of the Eastern Star over 25 years ago. I was looking in Perth. I was looking for something a bit more than the gym and tennis and things like that. I wanted to belong to something. Through my parents, who were also members in Scotland, I got in touch with the Order in Australia and in Perth, and I joined Carnation Applecross chapter. Carnation Applecross chapter is now dormant, but I have affiliated with Perth chapter, which I'm now the worthy matron of.
Worthy matron, that's the leader.
It's the leader of that chapter. We have a worthy matron and a worthy patron. The worthy matron's role is to lead the chapter, and the worthy patron's role is to be her advisor, constitutional advisor. So that's the role of the male in the order.
So the Order of the Eastern Star itself, it's co-masonry, or is it just?
No, it's
what
not.
What is it classed as?
It's not co-masonry at all. It is a fraternal organisation, as Freemasonry is, with much the same objectives as Freemasonry. We want to look after each other. We want to help the community. We do that by raising funds, donating to charity, having social get-togethers. And we also have a wide-ranging network of chapters throughout Australia. We have chapters in every state except the Northern Territory. And we're governed by the United Grand Chapter of Australia, which is our governing body. That has no actual home base. It is governed by the Most Worthy Grand Matron of the time and the Most Worthy Grand Patron of the time.
You've just finished.
I've just finished that role, yes. Without the United Grand Chapter, the chapters in the various states would be a bit more disconnected. The United Grand Chapter is like an umbrella for us and keeps us all together. We travel a lot when we can. When we can.
We're allowed back into the state, yes.
Yes. We visit the Grand Chapters in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria. We visit the Grand Chapter in Tasmania. South Australia and Western Australia come directly under our United Grand Chapter because we are smaller states with smaller number of chapters.
So the actual membership, who can actually join, and is it specifically for women or is it men and women?
It's men and women. The order was established by Brother Robert Morris in America, who wanted something for his wife and his female relatives to join that was similar to Freemasonry. So he set up our constitution and our ritual work. The order is open to Freemasons, but they must be financial.
Yep.
I think that's what you call it, isn't it? Financial.
That helps, Grand Lodge.
And it used to be only open to relatives of Freemasons, but now it's open to any female who's of good standing, exactly the same as the requirements for someone entering Freemasonry.
Is there an age limit? What age do you start from?
18.
18. Same as Grand Lodge in Western Australia.
Yes.
So basically, you don't have to be associated with Freemasonry. If you're a female coming in, if you're a male, do you have to be a Freemason?
Yes, you do.
Yep.
You do.
So
yeah, you have to have your third degree.
Yes. Be a Master Mason.
Master Mason. Yeah. Yes, you have to have that.
So it's an encouragement as well, because I have a lot of women usually outside the Masonic area come and say, why don't you have Freemasons getting involved? Why don't you have women getting involved with Freemasonry? This will probably be a good step, actually, even though you said it's not like co-masonry, we have the same ideas. It'll be a good step for them to get involved with this and get an introduction, wouldn't it?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so. We do have our ritual work, as you do in Freemasonry, but it's not the whole thing of the Eastern Star. It's about looking after each other and doing good in your community.
The chapter that you belong to, the Perth chapter, that meets in Victoria Park.
We do, yes, yes.
And if anybody is interested in getting involved, it's or I've actually had somebody approach me up in Geraldton, a wife of a Freemason there. I suppose that they would, at this stage, there's only the one in Vic Park at the moment.
That's
But
right.
they would probably best to contact you or contact us at Grand Lodge, and we
Yes,
can pass it on
yes.
to you.
Yes,
If
certainly.
there's anybody out there that is interested, that would be the best way to join.
Yes.
Your membership over the last 3 or 4 years hasn't been that great, but you're getting a surge of interest now.
Yes, there has been. It's been quite interesting and quite a shock for us, but it's lovely, a lovely shock. We just initiated a member who lives in Kalgoorlie,
Oh, right.
and she was interested in joining quite a few months ago, when everything closed down because of COVID. So she finally managed to get to Perth on a day of our meeting last month, and she was initiated. So that was just excellent.
Maybe the wife in Geraldton might be in the same situation. He comes to Perth, they could organise something. But is there a process once you join? We have 3 degrees in a basic Freemasonry. Are there a series you have to go through or procedures you have to go through?
No, we do all our degrees at the initiation.
So everybody's
same.
equal once that they get in,
Yes,
apart from if you're the patron or the matron,
yes,
everybody's basically...
yes. We're all,
The same.
even if you're worthy matron or worthy patron, we're all the same.
Yeah.
We're all the same. There are no levels.
Right. And what about dress standards or requirements they've got to get involved with?
The men should wear a dinner suit, same as Freemasonry. The women can wear a long white skirt or slacks with white slacks with a long top. Just modest wear. That's what we look for.
Is there any regalia or...
That's
anything you
all
wear?
provided. We have
Identification?
all that. We have all that. Our fees are a whole $40 a year.
You're laughing, but I actually find it amazing because I remember my predecessor, Bill Babe, attended one of your functions, and he was amazed the amount of charity that you raised for such a small number of people. And you only have a $40 thing, but you must do a lot of work out getting involved in raising funds for a...
Yeah, well, we do sausage sizzles at Bunnings, and that's where we get the majority of our charity donations.
I must
from.
declare a bit of an interest here because the Order of the Eastern Stars just announced that they'll be making a donation to Lorraine's charity fund. So I've got to
yes.
declare an interest here. But,
Yes, well, it's our pleasure to do that.
but this is actually this is one of the reasons I've actually wanted to do this. Grand Lodge has acknowledged other orders, and including the Order of the Eastern Star.
Yeah.
And I think we have to start communicating with people that aren't involved with the craft or Royal Arch chapter, which is the only other recognised order that we have. But we need to work with everybody that's involved.
Yes.
And obviously what you do is a great opportunity for women. And I know there's several younger brethren that their partners are saying, right, well, can we come along? So, but now it's available. It is open to anybody, not just connections, family connections of Freemasons. So it'll be great to see that come forward. And
Yes.
Yes.
There is about a 3 to 4. There can be a 3 to 4 month wait period.
Yep.
While we go through all the procedures and all the paperwork. I guess it's the same in Freemasonry.
We have the same. It's obviously you check them out. There's investigation and make sure they've got right references and they don't have criminal records and they haven't run amok and things like that as well. So, what's the if it grows? You said that one is Applecross Carnation is actually gone dormant. Can it start up again if you get the numbers increasing?
That chapter, I don't think would open again. We would have to open a new chapter, and to do that, you have to have a star club. You start with a star club. You need to have 18 members who are interested, because that's the number of office bearers we need. And it has to run for a while to see how it goes and make sure people are still interested.
It'd be a good situation
and then
to
it could
be
become be wonderful
to grow again.
It would be wonderful.
We're in the same situation in Grand Lodge where we are closing lodges down.
Yes.
But and some people want to start up new lodges. Well, while the numbers may be declining a little bit, we're actually, same as yourself, finding a massive interest coming back into Freemasonry and wanting to join. I think it's a byproduct of COVID, where people have been at home and they want to get out and help the community because they can't do much else.
Yes.
And I'm glad that the Order of the Eastern Star. In summary, is there anything you want to add and make any comment about the Order of the Eastern Star? What do you think? What you've gained out of the Order of the Eastern Star, or what you'd like to?
It's become somehow or another a huge part of my life.
I know what it feels like.
Even though we only meet formally once a month, occasionally have a committee meeting, but between chapter meetings, we have coffee with whoever wants to come along. They can bring family and friends. We occasionally go for dinner after meetings. And it just overtakes your life, which is really quite nice. I don't know what I would do without it, to tell you the truth.
So apart from getting as involved as you have, a person that wants to join Order of the Eastern Star, what's their time commitments involved?
One meeting a month. We meet on a Saturday afternoon at 1:00 at Victoria Park. And that's as involved as you have to be. There's no pressure put on anybody to do any more.
Sounds interesting. So if there is anybody that is interested in the Order of the Eastern Star, I think the pretty best thing is if you contact Grand Lodge. We do have a membership officer here who's sitting behind the computer at the moment, and he's involved with the membership of Grand Lodge and the craft. But I'm sure if there's any people out there that are involved or interested in the Order of the Eastern Star, and we do have one or two Freemasons, so I made a comment. The new master at Champion Bay in Geraldton is a member of the Order of the Eastern Star.
Okay.
He actually joined in America.
Yes.
So, which is, I think, a lot bigger in America than most places.
Huge.
That's where it started from. But if anybody is interested, please feel free to contact us or contact Helen directly. Is there any website or is there any email address?
Yes, there's oesaustralia.org.au.
OES Australia.org.au. So OES, Order of the Eastern Star.
Yes,
quite
that's
simple.
right.
So if you want to look it up, it's usually on Facebook and it's actually on the internet anyway. So.
Yeah, it's on Facebook too. We have a Facebook page.
So is there anything else you want to finish off with?
Well, I'd just like to say thank you very much, Peter, for inviting me along. It's really good to have our organisation acknowledged by Freemasonry in Western Australia. And thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the work you've done. I know your late partner was very well. I actually knew him from actually rowing as well. So apart from Freemasonry, and some good Freemasons right around Australia are heavily involved with the Order of the Eastern Star, and especially in South Australia, which I've known for quite a long time. So I wish you and the Order of the Eastern Star all the best for the future, and I hope the 5 new candidates that come through will grow more. And it's just another form of charity, helping people in the community, keeping people together. And we wish you and all your members all the best.
Thank you very much.
And thank you. So
thank you.
For anybody out there, not just Freemasons, but anybody out there, if you're interested in basically a group that has good standards and want to help the community, please feel free to come along and get involved with the Order of the Eastern Star. Thank you from the Media Centre, and we wish you all the best, and may your God go with you. Thank you.